Sandro Tonali to Newcastle United has just been confirmed by the club. Is he really the new Andrea Pirlo? I'm not sure about that. But there's a lot of talent on Tonali. And on this video, we're going to give our thoughts. I know we made a video already confirming with the deal to Newcastle around £55 million, about 70 million euros. Surprise, surprise. Like I said on a previous video, I was surprised. Newcastle is not messing around.
Yeah.
Newcastle's doing serious business. I like the way Newcastle adding more quality into their already good team with quality, and obviously Champions League football next season. Can they challenge for the title? I mean, like I said, a lot of people trying to compare, the new Andrea Pirlo.
Uh,
I don't think he can play football as good as Andrea Pirlo. I don't think he can control the ball
but
as
he
good
can
as
be.
Andrea Pirlo, but because
He's quality.
Pirlo was just magic. But Tonali is a very, very good
Yep.
player, very hard worker. He's a tactic is genius. I mean, this guy is a serious
Quality.
talent. And you know what? With all my respect to Newcastle, a club that I like, a club I don't mind. So many friends. I lived in Newcastle before. I'm telling you right now that it surprised me that clubs like Liverpool, clubs like Man City, clubs like Man United let it go, right? I'm not
Nah,
saying that, look, nothing against Newcastle. Just listen careful what I'm trying to say. But Newcastle is not messing around. Newcastle is not messing about.
yep.
And I said this last season because we did lots of live reaction. And I said if Newcastle can add more depth into their squads, more quality that they already got, because I said the biggest problem of Newcastle is the
But
bench. I think
we
the
saw
bench is good enough.
Gamarish was out, right? And they struggled. He still. And I think they're going to sign
We've
one with
mentioned
Fuller.
this lots of times, yeah.
I still think they're going to sign one with Fuller, by the way. I think they're going to sign one more because I don't think tonight is just enough. And look, Newcastle are, and they are acting like a serious Champions League club. Unlike Man United, who's just sitting there doing nothing. And Newcastle, listen, they missed out on Madison Szoboszlai. Their main two, I think they were the main two targets before the summer. Like before we knew anything, I think they were the main two. They missed out on both. They like, okay, let's spend 70 million on Tonali. So that deal came out of nowhere as well. That day, I remember that day. That just came out of nowhere. Everyone was seeing with that bomb, and they're like, Tonali to Newcastle, almost done. It's like, what is this set? And look, I still think they need more. I mean, I don't think they get top four next season, but if they continue to play like this, Tonali to top level, they're getting top four, definitely. And look, will they struggle in the Champions League? Probably will. But if, like I said, Tonali's a player. If they can bring players like Tonali level, they okay. I think they get past the group
And I'm
stage.
telling you right now, sorry to stop you. You mentioned about Champions League, but I'm telling you right now, I've been to Newcastle Stadium, and Tuesday nights, them cold nights, and Wednesday night can be dangerous for any team around
Yep, that's it.
the European football.
Imagine them with Tonali, because I think, like I said, they're going to sign one more fielder. I think they need a centre back as well. By the way, I think if they're going to need to compete with the Champions League, they need one more centre back and maybe a winger. Because if they can get them four in, I think that's a brilliant window for Newcastle. And look, and there's loads of money. I know. I don't think he's worth 70 mil. And that's another discussion. But the fact that they just paid it without just pay it. They just paid the money. It may be
55 million in today's football
oh,
market. I mean,
I thought it was 60 million pounds.
it will pay off in the future. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about that.
if it was 60 mil, I thought it was like 65 million pounds around there. I was like, no, not worth it. But then you look at the price. I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe it's a bit cheap because I do think it's a bit cheap to be fair. But I think he's worth at least 60 million. Like, at first, it was reported 60 million, and then if you look at pounds, euros, 70 million euros. But look, I think they're getting a steal, and it's good business from Newcastle.
Do you know, like, this is another deal that basically come from nowhere, and then
Yeah,
you'd
I
even
remember.
like you'd even like hear any rumors that, or like the media from Fabrizio Romano saying, AC Milan has reject like 1 or 2 beats from Newcastle, was straight done. AC Milan, like I was shocked. Like we've mentioned, we've made one video as well, a few weeks ago. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. Make sure you check it out, people. That we were surprised how AC Milan
There were
let
links
one of
and
their best players to go like this. Like
Barella as well. Look, I'm not saying, but the fact they were linked with Barella that day as well. I think the Telegraph press said that Newcastle are closing on Barella.
yeah,
Now that rumor, obviously, it's a rumor. So, but the fact that they're going for those type of players, like should be worrying for teams like United, Chelsea, because honestly, see another discussion: Liverpool, Newcastle, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, they're on another level right now. But Newcastle are worrying teams like they should be worrying teams like Chelsea, United, and even Tottenham. They're the 3 teams I should think to be worried about Newcastle now, because on the fact that is they are acting serious, and this is the crazy thing is this is not even, and £55 million in the market for a player that Tonali's cheap. Like it's just what he is a player, and if you can get the best out of him at Newcastle, oh my god, you have a player there. You have a player if you can get the best out of him. The potential he has as well, and he's
and
still
he's
young as
very
well.
young still as
Yeah,
well.
like it's not even like he's
23
20.
years old.
It's not like he's a Barella age where it's like he's in his prime. He's not even in his prime yet. It's like he's in his like it's not his peak. Imagine him in his peak, like 26. Oh, they're having a player there. But look, it's a good signing. Newcastle are doing good business. There's still more to come from Newcastle. I do expect more. And that apparently reports, well, according to a resource I just read on Twitter and just like 5 minutes ago, they're going for Inacio. Now it could be false, but if they get Inacio in, oh wow, they're cooking something Newcastle as well. But in Newcastle, they just need centre back for me. They need another midfielder on the right and a winger. I think they're set for next season because like no one. Honestly, I think Newcastle will struggle in the Champions League. Another discussion. I think they will, but you never know. Like I said, if they get players at Tonali level, then they are not struggling in the Champions League. I think they're going to get at least quarterfinals.
The atmosphere at St James Park is
It's just
special. It's
why
crazy, scary.
Why they won't go against Newcastle? This is what the scenario is away because they've never been to like away like Madrid, Bayern Munich. That's where it gets challenging. But
Yeah,
Newcastle, but there's no pressure on Newcastle Champions League though. Let's be real. There's more pressure on United, Arsenal, and the Man City obviously in the Champions League than Newcastle because it's their first time in like 20 years now, and they've not
20
been in the
years.
Champions League.
Yeah.
So I think Newcastle shouldn't have that big expectations. They should have expectations because they've just had a good season. But they should aim for like a trophy for next year for me. Like, at least get Carabao Cup or FA Cup in. But yeah, Newcastle are not messing around. And look, they are. If they get players at Tonali level, then they could be in the top 4 next season. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's exciting times for Newcastle fans, and I think they deserve great fans. Absolutely love Newcastle fans, and they're doing serious business. And as a neutral fan, I'm loving this. As long as Newcastle goes and beats Arsenal next season, I'm happy. Arsenal doesn't finish top 4. Yes, Newcastle finish above Arsenal. I'm happy. But yeah, look, people, as usual, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, support the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Subscribe. Show some love. We put a lot of hard work. God bless you all. Thank you. I'll see you guys very, very, very soon.